play you another clip. Michael Chandler, MMA guy. He's adopted, white guy, MMA. He's adopted a couple of black kids. I think one's name is Hap, and the other. Anyway, he made some comments about. Let's play. He's not raising his children as black. He's just raising them as children. Let's play the clip.
I'm not raising black children. I'm raising children. I'm not raising black men. I'm raising men. And whether you are black or you are white, no matter what race that you are, there are certain things about being a man and being a good man when it comes to character and integrity and safeguarding the helpless and sticking up for those who need it and being a good man of reputation. None of that has to do with skin color.
Bars, folks. That's bars right there. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Everything has to do with the character of the man. And like I said, it's probably probably not an answer that some people would say is important, but that's where the world has gone, where we think that the most important thing about us is our skin color or our gender or our sex or our political affiliation or all these different identity politics or the identities that we put on each other.
I think he's onto something. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
When really we're just human beings on this earth, and there are certain things about being a good person that transcend skin color and age and sex and religion and all of those different things.
I wish he had just added, like, we're just image bearers of Christ, because I think that's what he believes, but he kept religion out of it. Anyway, your thoughts on his opinion?
Let me start by saying
start first. I'm going to go first. I don't see anything wrong with what he said. It's funny how we want equality and everything like that. And when somebody says, well, I'm going to be equal, everybody's equal in my world, then we're complaining, well, why are you? Now we're saying, well, we still want to be identified as that or this or that. That's kind of weird. Here we go. I mean, he said everything you should want somebody to say. He said everything you should want somebody to say. I want those kids to grow up good. If they're going to be a reflection of the father. So if the father is good, I don't care what color that man is. Let's see what Mark is going to say.
There's a lot of black kids that need to be adopted. There's a lot of black kids in foster care. There's a lot of black kids in tough situations. And I hate the fact that the system is structured in a way where, parents are often divided and someone else has to take them or get them, or the state has to take care of them. It's a complicated, analysis we can have another time. But I'm saying all that to say, I take my hat off, first of all, to anybody who's willing to adopt and take care of children. And the idea of saying, look, I'm not going to prioritize race in the adoption process, because traditionally and historically, white folk don't want to adopt black children. Black folk don't want to adopt black children. So I
heard him say it. Black folks don't want to adopt black children. So let's keep listening. Here we go.
I show love and respect and appreciation just for the commitment to trying to give these kids a better life. I do disagree with the idea of almost being like race, not just colorblind, but as a scholar, Michael Pollack says, color mute, where I don't see race and we're not going to talk about race. You're just a man. Because when you navigate the world, there are things that race does matter. And I'm not just talking about
Okay, see, now this is where it gets a little bit weird, because basically like this, the gentleman who adopted to 2 black children, he knows there's going to be some issues. But what he's saying is that he's not going to raise and label them, okay, like society is trying to make people, what society is trying to do. It's the labeling part that causes the discrimination and all that kind of stuff in our community. So if this guy is saying, I don't even want to raise, I'm raising 2 young men, they have chocolate skin, whatever, that's what all he's saying. And basically, but I'm raising them they're going to be a mirror of the father. So that's just, and it's supposed to be that way. if they grow up and they have a lot of Caucasian mannerisms or whatever like that, and a Caucasian thought process, so be it. Did you want to adopt those children? No, you didn't. If they grow up to be good men, then who cares what their ideology really is? If they could grow up to be good, then that's what it is. So this is the problem I'm having with Mark right now, is that he's being a little bit too picky now on a situation where probably the most orphan children in the United States is going to be Black children. So why are you now being picky? Now we got to be picky. Hibiscus Daffo in the house. Sugar Love in the house. Hi guys, I'm on lunch at work watching this. Are we still talking about the balloon guy? The balloon guy is actually going to come up, but I'm going to be talking about a whole lot of different stuff. So here we go.
The kind of traditional conversations we have about, criminality or violence or stereotypes. I mean, there's that kind of stuff. But there's also stuff like when you raise a Black kid, like what to do with their hair. There's things like...
That is the most ridiculous comment I've ever heard in my whole life. I can't believe, as educated as Mark Lamont, and I'd like Mark a lot, believe it or not, that was really dumb. Jackie Gaines in the house. Jackie, it's good seeing you. That was kind of dumb. It's like, what to do with their hair? You cut it. He takes them to a barber. They get their hair cut. Might be a Black barber, might be a white barber. Who knows? It's going to be a barber. If he has a cut, really, quite honestly, when you think about it, the easiest hair, Black men's hair is pretty easy to cut. Well, shirt tight, curly hair is easy to cut. I was cutting my own hair. So it's not, I'm not saying that everybody's going to know how to cut a Black man's hair, but at the same time, it's not like it's impossible. And for him to bring that up like that is kind of weird, in my opinion. Like, that's the example, like, oh yeah, how do you cut a Black man's hair? Tanya Sweat, Henry Mars in the house. Here we go.
Connecting them with their own history and tradition and culture. And if you...
it's like this. Yes, he might want to make sure he does that. But at the same time, the best history you can give a young man is a future. That's all I'm going to say.
If you go colorblind, if you go color mute, then you disconnect that kid from everything that is going to connect them to their peers and their friends and their...
Okay, Mark, fine. Let them take the kids back. Let them take the kids back, and maybe they get adopted. Probably they don't. How about that? Are you happy with that, Mark? Does that work for you? Because basically that's what you're saying. I mean, he's going to raise them the best way he can. Okay? And it's already apparent that a lot of Black men don't like their history anyway. Because if we liked our history, we would be in a better situation now, but we don't. We don't take the good parts of our African historic culture and implement it. We're not doing that. So quite honestly, those two young men are likely going to live a better life than a lot of other Black men in Black families or being raised in a Black, let's say, community or culture.
Classmates and their community members outside of that house. So to me, I think it's okay to say, I want to raise good people irrespective of race. But to say that I make no acknowledgement that these children of mine that I'm raising...
He never said that.
...are Black.
He never said that. He never said that. His philosophy is he's going to treat those kids the best way he could. He can. He's going to give them... He is not going to say, well, because you're Black, I'm only going to give you one snow cone, not two. He's not going... That's the point the man was trying to make.
I think that might be well-intended, but leans so far into the realm of kind of avoidance that can actually be harmful.
I didn't get that impression from what the man said. Let's go back and listen to it one more time. Right here. Here we go.
Let's play the clip.
I'm not raising black children. I'm raising children. I'm not raising black men. I'm raising men. And whether you are black or you are white, no matter what race that you are, there are certain things about being a man and being a good man when it comes to character and integrity and safeguarding the helpless and sticking up for those who need it and being a good man of reputation. None of that has to do with skin color. Everything has to do with the character of the man.
Yeah, I mean, that's, if you ask me, that sounds a lot like Martin Luther King stuff. So what's the problem? I'm going to go back, fast forward to where we were and let them keep going.
A child, your birth, your existence is a gift from God.
No,
Again,
I'm not debating that. I think
Let me go back. Okay, let me go.
From a Christian orphanage and then say, I'm not going to acknowledge their faith. I'm going to just let them make their own decisions, right? There's an established thing, race, religion in each case, and I'm going to ignore it. That would be problematic. If I say as a parent, I'm going to let my kids believe what they want, that's one thing. But if I adopt a kid at 4 out of a church, or at 8 out of a church, and they have a faith and they have a religious practice and they have a commitment, and then I don't engage that or nourish that, I think that is irresponsible as a parent. And similarly, these kids come into the world with a race that, you know, the race isn't something we can pretend doesn't exist, just like your faith isn't something we can pretend doesn't exist if you have one. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's why I don't think it's an apples to apples comparison.
Well, as a Christian, I certainly,
he says he is, but his actions speak louder than, you know, a lot different than that, in my opinion. But let's keep going.
believe and know as fact. You don't enter the world without God. Children are a gift from God.
I said faith, not God. I said faith, not God.
It's a fact. In my view, it's a fact, but I hear you. In your view, it's up for debate. In my view,
what's up for
it's
debate?
a fact.
What is?
Whether a child, your birth, your existence is a gift from God.
No, I'm not debating that. I think you missed what I said. I'm not disagreeing with you. I said what I'm saying is a religious practice. I'm saying that a kid does not come into the world with a doctrinal belief in the Trinity or in the prophets, or these are things that we teach kids, right? I'm not denying that babies are from God. That's not my dispute at all. All I'm saying is that you made the analogy of saying I'm okay. I have a problem with a person saying that they're not going to talk about race and that they're going to be kind of race blind, but I would be okay if they're faith blind. And my point is that
Pause right there. Henry Mars breaks it down and says, a gift from God? Which God? Because there are many gods. Bars.
Wouldn't be. If there is a person who has a clear and observable faith, just like a person has a clear and observable race, I'm saying we can't ignore either. But I'm saying the difference is a baby, even if I pretend race doesn't exist, I can still see that you're black or white. If I never nurture a religious practice in you, I'm not talking about God. I'm saying an actual faith tradition, a practice, like going to church, praying, believing in this, believing in that. I'm saying
basically it's the parents' job to instill everything that you go to church for. So I don't see what the deal is. I really don't. I really don't. Let's go to the next clip. Here we go. You're gonna love this one.
No, this is Shamar Green, not Ronell Green.
Oh, sorry about that, sir.
Okay, so let me stop it right here for a minute. When young men go to you know, have the unfortunate situation of, you know, breaking the law and going to jail, and then you don't want to be there, so you get an opportunity to get in either these Zoom courts or courts to represent yourself properly enough to at least give the law, the law or justice a chance to work for you. Watch what this guy does.
You're gonna plead to a drunk driver?
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh. is your problem? Some clothes on before you come back in here. Get your client together, Mr. Ogletree. Let's go back on the record with Mr. Green. Mr. Green, you indicated you wanted to.
If you didn't catch it, oh, dude. Okay. Shows up. Let me see if I can bring it up here.
Mr. Green, you indicated you wanted to take the deal. Any objection for having attorney Edward Taylor stand in for your attorney of record, Mr. Ogletree?
No.
All right, Mr. Taylor, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Watch this.
Edward Taylor, P57166, appearing on behalf of Mr. Green, for the attorney of record, Eric Ogletree.
All right.
Mr. Green, would you introduce yourself, please?
Go ahead.
State your name, please.
Shamar Green.
All right, Mr. Green, turn your camera on. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
You can put your hand down. Do you understand
Okay,
that
you finally put on a shirt.
the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 93 days in jail and or $5,000 fines?
Yes.
You understand you have an absolute right to a trial.
Yes.
Mr. Taylor went over your other advice or rights in the breakout room, did he not?
Yes.
You understood those rights?
Yes.
Any questions about those rights?
No.
You know, by taking this deal, you're gonna give those rights up?
Yes.
Has anyone offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, let me draw your attention back to January 1st, 2024, around 5:52 p.m., city of Detroit, in the area of Kentfield Street, 19015. Did you have an occasion on that day to come in contact with the Detroit Police Department?
Yes.
Were you operating a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Did you have some alcohol before or prior to the operation of that motor vehicle?
Yes.
During or prior to the operation of the motor vehicle?
Yes.
What kind of alcohol did you have, sir?
I had just took a shot of, I think it was Bacardi.
And then how much?
I had literally just took a shot with my dad.
So you took one shot of Bacardi.
And yeah, that's it. That was.
I'm not satisfied, Counselor.
Mr. Green, one shot would not have your breathalyzer that high. Did you have anything else to go with
I
that?
had something before.
You can't even tell the truth. Man, oh man. He cannot even tell the truth. That is crazy to me. A shot won't get your blood alcohol level to the point where they can arrest you.
I took that shot, some wine. That's about it.
Okay, now it's some wine.
Well, what is this? What is this, sir? Did you have, I asked you how much you had to drink.
I had wine before that.
How much wine did you have?
I don't remember.
Will you stipulate to the forensic breath alcohol analytical report of a 0.197?
Yes.
That's a lot. That's a lot. He had a little bit more than just a couple bottles of shot and some wine.
Mr.
Yes.
Or a 0.191. You'll stipulate to that on your client's behalf?
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Did this alcohol impair your ability? Does alcohol affect your ability to properly operate this vehicle, sir?
No.
Yes. And, Mr. Green, in order to take this plea, you have to state
Be honest.
that you were impaired at the time
Yes.
that you got the ticket.
See, this is our problem right here, folks. Whatever the point number, 0.91, whatever the amount was, it was a lot. He was straight up drunk. He knows he was drunk. He's not in here. He gave away his rights for a trial so he could just get his plea deal. But he won't even tell the truth in his plea deal. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And then see, these are the type of men that Kevin Samuels champions for, and you can see the lack of accountability that's going down here. It's crazy to me. It's just, bro, you're not even there. You're not there. Your day in court is over. You wanted a plea deal. Get the plea deal before you make it worse.
Something I'm not gonna accept the deal. You're sitting here telling the court that you're at a 0.197, and it didn't have any effect on you operating this vehicle.
Yes, I'm sorry.
No, you said no.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. And you can hear a child in the background. Whether that child is his or not is not really the factor. The factor is he's probably a role model to that child, and look what he's doing.
I was confused, Your Honor, because he didn't even remember how much he drank. That's how intoxicated he was, Your Honor.
Unless he's so drunk that he doesn't even know that this is, well, let me see what happened, why he got stopped. So were you on the sidewalk, driving on the sidewalk?
Never was I ever driving on the sidewalk.
All right, I'm not gonna accept the deal.
Your Honor, can we have a breakout room?
It says that he, on the PBT was taken, and this is the investigator's report. And it was, at that time, the PBT registered a 0.208.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna order a substance abuse evaluation as well. You know, put you in a breakout room and speak with him again. Rejoin the room, we'll pass the matter. First line of the report says they called him driving on the sidewalk. I don't know what that means. I'm gonna get the officer in here to give me some explanation if you want to take the deal. Join the room, please. Mr.
Okay, so remember now, the young man's goal was to take a plea deal and get out of there. And he has done pretty much everything he can to ruin that. And you have to understand that this is just not one instance. This is a lot of instances in our community. So let's keep it going.
Street. When you were out, are you there now?
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right. So here's the deal with your client. He indicates to the court that first and foremost, he started off saying that he only had one shot of Bacardi with his father, and he's got a 0.19 level of intoxication. So unless that shot was the whole half a pint or more, then that's not believable. Then he changes and in fact, I guess his memory was refreshed for some reason, and he says, I had some wine too, and I don't know how much wine I had. So we go ahead and start on with the plea. In the police report, it says he's driving on the sidewalk. He said, absolutely, he's not driving on the sidewalk. And then I asked him, did this affect his ability to drive? He said, absolutely not. So I think this matter needs to be set back. I'll give you an opportunity to respond to all that and have the officer come in and let's see what that officer, the officer in the report is saying a lot different than what he's saying. So what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I did speak to Sister Council earlier when I appeared the first time, and she was saying she wouldn't have objection to a no contest.
Excuse me, for the record, you know what? For the record, Attorney Ogletree, you went and got a deviation from my supervisor. That was not my offer.
No, okay. So I just want to be clear on the record. In terms, I did request deviation, as I told the court the first time, but
Well, basically, the other guy, you could hear the other person on there. He was probably, the prosecutor, and you can tell he was not pleased with the deal that this guy was being offered. And this guy screwed up that deal because it was a deal. It was a deal.
He did speak, and I asked, would you be okay with a no contest? So I don't know if you're saying you're not okay with a no contest now.
As I informed you, I'd leave that to the discretion of the court. No, if the court wants to take a no contest, I have no problem.
Well, and the thing is that I just feel that Mr. Green is not being totally upfront with the court. That's what I feel he's doing, and not unless he's so intoxicated, which I can believe that at a point 19 that he just really didn't have. But I don't like it when it's time to just you're already making a deal and you've got the deal secured, and now it's time to put on the record what you actually did, and he goes totally off and just says, I only had one shot of Bacardi. So what is it, Mr. Green? Do you recall this night?
Yes.
Oh, and did I say, I asked him, did this alcohol affect his ability to drive? He said no.
Yeah, he informed me that he misspoke when he said that.
How is that? How'd you misspeak, Mr. Green?
Because I said the wrong thing. I guess I didn't mean what I said.
So you lied to me?
No, that's not what no.
Look, Your Honor, he was just.
Wait a minute. How did it affect your ability to drive or not? Or
Yes.
did you believe that it didn't affect your ability to drive?
No, that's not what I was saying.
Do you recall the incident?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna find him guilty as to the operating while intoxicated. I want a substance abuse evaluation.
That was a great idea because you can hear a little child in the background, and dang, last thing you need is a so-called, somebody who's on artificial stuff being around a child.
I need a phone number again from you. I know they probably already have it. I'm referring it to probation. You're gonna submit to a pre-sentence investigation report and a substance abuse evaluation. What's the phone number again, please?
My number?
Yes.
Welcome.
I do recognize that he has passed the test as far as his alcohol test, but I still, with the level of intoxication that he has, with his answers here today, I'm gonna order that test just and for his own benefit, for his age and everything. He's a young man, not even 25 years old or just 25 years old. I'm gonna order that. Sentencing date is going to be.
I didn't hear none of that. Your camera.
JG Music, good point. What dummy gave him access to her child to begin with? Yeah. He definitely doesn't have it together. And ladies and gentlemen, you should not have people like that around you.
Went out. It's disconnected, I guess. There we go. It just fixed.
All right, I'm gonna order a substance abuse evaluation based on your age, the level of intoxication that night, and just your answers here today. And just for your own benefit, you're a young man, this is a serious offense, and, you know, I just wanna see what they say as far as that. Let's set sentencing 45 days out, all right? And I'm gonna dismiss the other matters, with stipulation of probable cause.
We stipulate to probable cause.
So he basically, the young man, let me bring his picture up, basically made his life harder by not doing the right things in the first place. I mean, first he got drunk, then he went and drove drunk, really drunk. Okay, not tipsy, I mean drunk. And then when he got a great deal, he messes it up by not telling the truth. I mean, this is basically unfortunately, it's the status quo in our community. Let's keep it going. Here we go. It's balloon time. Let me move this back here.
So, Boone, we got a little bit to talk about today. Have to.
I'm not only going to talk about the balloon man, but also the content creators on their opinion, on their view on this situation. I believe he got actually fired, balloon guy. I don't know why they call him balloon guy. And I'm going to allow you guys to make the decision whether you think it was cool or not. Here we go.
To be familiar with this guy by now. You have to be. He was on the Pop the Balloon dating show. You know, I'm going to let a clip run just so you could get familiar with who he is. If you
Mr. Snoopy says the picture makes him look sassy. It sure does.
Haven't seen any. It's super viral. You had to see this by now, but let's go ahead.
My eyes are up here, baby. Are you looking at the tattoo?
No, I'm looking at the hair on your arms.
That already is disgusting to me because it's like she never said anything insulting to him. She was just looking at him, looking at her chest, and instead of having proper eye, I call it eye control, but basic eye contact. I mean, right there, you could tell everybody, your most basic dating tips is to keep eye contact with the person. He can't even do that. That's how bad off he is. So he's still looking at her chest right now, but now he wants to insult her. You can tell she's very pretty. There is nothing wrong with the way she looks. If she has a little hair on her arm, it's not like it's 3 inches long. You could tell that he's the type of dude who can be abusive. That's what that tells me. If they can right out of the bat start insulting you, that's already messed up.
Women I deal with.
And let me tell you, he's not a very good looking dude at all. I mean, he works out and that's about it. Otherwise, even the way he's built looks awkward.
Don't have hair on their
Don't
arms.
do too much.
Hey, I'm just being honest.
Don't do too much.
I don't like that. That's all I was looking at. You trying to say if I'm looking at particular body parts?
You just wasn't looking at my eyes.
What it is.
That's
I was looking at the hair on your
Anyways,
arms.
she asked me the question.
Yes.
Catty with me, you a little sassy just a little bit. And
Mrs. Doobie, you were right. You're right. Yeah, Yep.
Since you want to come at everybody over here, I'm gonna get at you too. You kind of look like a Ninja Turtle. You're not that cute. You need to relax. You stocky as hell.
I mean, how on earth did you miss this video if you haven't seen it? I rarely put links in the description. I'm gonna have a link in the description to that video because the video is just it's pure comedy, bro. You gotta watch it, man. So if you wanted a few people,
yeah, it is pure comedy, but at the same time, it's dark comedy. Let's keep it going.
Who haven't seen it, you could go and check that out. Go around the end of the video. He's the last contestant. So with that being said, I'm going to give you something that, I haven't seen any video discuss, one part of the aftermath that we'll go over. He actually left with this chick that you see on the screen right now. Or actually he was supposed to leave with her. So she's one of the better looking chicks out of the set of chicks that was there. And women in the comments, of course, they were mad and stuff like that, but he didn't even make it out with her. Listen to what he said.
Yeah, before y'all start asking, the girl that I matched with on the show, we did not go on a date. We didn't even make it off the set. You know, she did something crazy to me, and I was like, shit, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still
I
single.
can tell why. I mean, she made the right choice. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, we got to give the young lady for an applause for not going out with this dude, because you can already tell there's something awkward and weird about him, and she probably picked up on that and said, "Nah, I'm cool." JG Music says, "Wish woman would tell those dudes in those stupid skits the truth like she just did, but I think they are paid to keep it in." I agree. Here we go.
Appreciate the DMs.
From what I've seen floating through the rumor mill, she asked for somebody else's number on set, one of the other contestants, before she left out. So he wasn't feeling that, and he just...
And that's too bad. I mean, she was truthful with that. She didn't have to. Obviously, she felt there was something wrong with dude, and I don't know how or why she did that, but she found a better choice, so she went. And you can't blame her, because see, the thing is this: what probably happened is that when time goes by, a woman starts adding up the numbers. And what I mean by adding up the numbers is starting to connect the dots, and like, she probably came to the conclusion is, this dude's weird. He's not cool. I'm not going to say he's, anything bad about him, but she probably thought, no. Yeah. I'm sorry. Many women don't want to be abused. Only hurt people think like that. Exactly. Here we go.
Like, nah, we can't do shit. So with that being said, that's out the way. This clip is funny to most
the bottom
people.
line is the dumper, he didn't say it straight enough. What happened is she dumped him. Actually, she dumped him. She dumped this guy right here, the balloon guy.
But there are some women who are just absolutely upset, just absolutely livid about seeing this man, talk to the women.
Disrespect women. I mean, it's like this, dumper. It's different if like they, got into an argument and then he started the disses, but he was doing the dissing. He was being disrespectful from the get-go. As Mr. Snoopy said, most women have hair on their arms. It's just very fine, and it's very hard to see. That's most women. He made a point to insult them. He made a point to go in there and say, you know something? I'm going to insult every single black woman in this room. And he succeeded. That's why he went back home by himself.
The way he did, tell them they're not qualified, and et cetera, et cetera. That's so guess what happened? They got him fired from his job. He put up a post. He said, all this clout chasing got me fired from work. Man, I really love plumbing and I'm good at it. And they got that taken from me.
No, he pretty much got it taken from himself. Number one, it's like this. If a job wants to keep you, they want to keep you. He didn't. If they wanted him, they would have kept him. I'll tell you why he got probably kicked out of work, and it probably had nothing to do with these 5,000 women at all. And you're gonna be surprised. But basically, yeah, he still doesn't want to take accountability for it. He shouldn't have said that. He shouldn't have said what he said. And I don't know why his handle is very handsome. Right there, it tells you that he's not realistic. Don't get me wrong. He's an okay looking dude, but he's not very handsome. That's for sure.
Are sick, and they called the company 500 times and are messing up business. So basically, the internet, as far as women, found where he works, and they blew up the phone line saying that he needed to be let go and all types of shit, just because they didn't like how he went about disqualifying.
Exactly. Mr. Snoopy, you nailed it. The plumbing company wanted to fire him. This situation gave them the push they needed. Yep, that's how I feel about it. Otherwise, they just wait for it to blow over. It's, a week or two, that's that. It's not like it's going to take for years.
Find women on a dating show. He didn't put hands on anybody. He didn't threaten anybody.
No. We know all that. I mean, he was able to reserve himself that much on the show, but you saw that he said things that just didn't need to be said. Do I believe he should have been fired for it? Probably not. But at the same time, hey, he should have just been respectful and he would have been fine. And he wasn't even that. If you want to disrespect people on a show, then have something else lined up.
He didn't say anything rude, really, like anything blatantly
Okay,
rude.
that's just simply unreal. Telling somebody about, hair on their arms when they're clearly attractive. Let me play that over again. Let me play that piece over again.
He didn't threaten anybody. He didn't say anything rude, really, like anything.
He did. Telling somebody, yeah, he did say something rude. He did. Let's face it.
Blatantly rude. Even when he was
think about it. Think about it like this. If he had the same attitude with his coworkers at work, you would think they want him gone. If he just for what he was showing on TV, if that's the way he is, then of course they're gonna fire him from his job. They're just saying, hey, look, see, we told you that why he got that. I'm telling you, that's what happened. They looked and they know that job knows, that plumbing company knows they got 500 other witnesses that say he's an a-hole, okay? And now they got the green light to get rid of this guy because he's probably just like that at work. That's what's going down. That's what's going down. Here we go. Oh, let's see. Marilyn De Jesus says, y'all getting y'all panties up in a bunch for what he said. He wasn't at his job. We know he wasn't at his job. We know he wasn't at his job. He was on a TV show. But what he does, if he is true to who he is, he was expressing how he probably treats his coworkers with disrespect. They just needed a push, like Mr. Snoopy was saying. They just needed a push. They just needed some more evidence, and 500 people calling up and saying, "Yeah, we see that he's a jerk too." Worked. That's what it is. Let's face it. That's what went down. Here we go.
Hitting him with the roast or whatever he was doing. He was calling him queen the whole time.
That doesn't mean anything unless it means something to him. You can tell that you don't. That's the funny thing is that you notice how the dumper was using the fact that he called them queens as an excuse to insult them. That's the funny part. The queen part doesn't clean up all the bad parts, all the personal insults. That doesn't work. He probably calls anybody a queen. He might call somebody a queen that he, hates, for all we know. That was what I would define that as fake respect. Let's put it that way.
None of this is worth taking a man's livelihood. But when you get into this internet shit, the one thing I want you to know and understand is that a lot of black women on the internet, their bitterness has no bounds.
That is so funny to me because think about it like this. Black men, he's trying to say that black women are bitter when black men, we can't keep putting each other in the, 6 feet under every hour. That sounds bitter to me. And this dude on the show sounded bitter, but you're calling the women bitter. Make that make sense. Mr. Snoopy says he probably was doing something unsavory stuff at his job and got complaints on him. This show mostly likely confirmed the validity of the complaints. Bars. Exactly. You can't fire someone without legitimate reason. Exactly. And they had 500 witnesses to tell you why. And it gets good. Maryland, stay tuned. Stay tuned, Maryland, because it gets good. It gets good. It gets good. Yep. JG Music. Now they blame black women for not taking that black man's abuse. Bars. Tevin's in the house. Here we go.
In most cases, I refer to these specific women as black feminist extremists. When in situations like this, and
There's no such thing as black feminists and extremists, because really, quite honestly, black women just want a good man and a good job. And the problem is that we, in general, can't deliver. Here we go.
not involving a black man or black people, it's typically feminist extremists. But that's what it is, it's really, they did a witch hunt over a guy on a dating show.
That is really weird. That he's calling that a witch hunt. But that's okay, because I got a little something coming up. I got a little something coming up about this dude. I got something coming up.
It's insane.
Yeah, it is insane. Your statement was kind of insane. Let's move forward. Here we go.
Discord. We got StreamYards, Transfer.
Okay, this is from Yanni's live stream. And she's using, it looks like, a piece of information from another let me skip past her for a minute, because
why don't we start
let's get right into it here.
There, where we left off.
This is, of course, Abba and Priest. Here we go.
Pop the balloon. But I did my own personal research on the man.
Go ahead, bro.
So dude's a felon.
The thing is this, I need to make sure I give the dudes their chance, right? The dudes their chance to defend their dude, right? Because we know dude, balloon dude is manosphere. We know that for a fact. So let's let their own men kind of like discuss it. Here we go.
And again, it doesn't mean anything. I know some people that are felons, and
that was him. That's him, a little bit younger than you.
Oh my God, that's him. Back in 2014. Before I get into this, let me read JG Music's. Everyone deserves respect and common decency, including black women and black men, and anyone else whom wants a human connection. Bars. So this is Balloon Guy. 10 years ago, he was a young balloon guy. Tulsa man arrested in alleged Craigslist robbery. So he was all high polluting, right, on those black women, right? High polluting, acting like he was better than them, right? High polluting, acting like he was better than them. And let's let the tape, let the music play.
Was younger.
Yeah. Advertised. He basically set up a Craigslist thing. Basically robbed someone at bar. Oh, yes. So ended up going to jail for that.
Okay, so there you go. Wait, let me take this down so you guys can see it. There it is, folks. Unlawful possession of controlled drug with intent to distribute. So he's a drug dealer. That's great. That's really good. That's, you know something? I can see why he had the attitude he had. Possession of a firearm. I mean, he a Dusty. He is a Dusty, folks. He's a Dusty. That's what got him fired. He's a Dusty. Everybody does deserve a second chance. But it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, so he had 3 chances. So Mrs. Dewey had 3 chances. So, but okay, a 4 chance. Everybody deserves 4 chances, right? Let me keep going here.
You know, people can't change. Just because you were a felon in the past doesn't mean you can't grow out of it.
Right, I agree with that. But the thing is that after it, you would think that would be, that's why I played that first court clip of the young man who was in there for drinking too much. And then he got a slamming plea deal, and he messed it up. And I guarantee you same thing happened with Balloon Dude. You nailed it. You nailed it, Henry. Dusty's by the dozen. And I think the one basic core thing we can say about Dusty's is they have no level of accountability at all. Mills in the house. Mills in the house. Good seeing you. No accountability. Okay, let's see what this is now. Back in Tulsa.
But more recently, he had an emergency protective order filed against him by another woman who was.
Oh my God, folks. Okay. So he didn't learn. This is back in 22. This was filed 10/19 of 22. Let me bring this down so y'all can see it. Mrs. New. Ooh. Let me drop the link just in case somebody want to come through, just in case. And this is what I'm talking about. Ladies, the best I can do is show you the signs. A lot of people, think I'm being mean, but just because I see the signs doesn't mean I'm being mean. Yeah, Albert and Preach aren't exactly feminist, so, that's why I put this up here, because they're at least acknowledging the truth about dude, So there it is. On behalf, and they put baby mama here. This was not, that shows you that Abbott and Preach are still on that. But look, protective order, which means he was putting hands and feet on her. And if you saw how big he was, that's not a good place to be.
Was basically saying this motherfucker's crazy. And so she went to the judge and got an emergency protective order. But
isn't that what you said the first video? You said, if you see someone like that, I wouldn't be surprised of X, Y, and Z. You said exactly that.
Yeah.
Should he use his job?
He claims.
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Snoopy says, at least they investigate, unlike the manosphere.
Because you remember he was arguing with that one girl. And she was like, oh, you probably live with your roommate. He's like,
didn't I tell everybody that there was something off about him and that he seems like to me to be an abusive person? And I know that everybody was like, that's mean because how can you know that and stuff? A restraining order, that's proof. That's evidence. That's proof, that's evidence. Henry Mars breaks it down like this. Accountability for Dusties is like some black woman on social media did it. Always the same excuse, bars. Here
I could pull out 100K now.
But one thing about me, I could pull 100,000 on the bank. Can you do the same?
And now
he got to go for
me for 10,000.
This dude's a fraudster. And you know what? He did the same thing with the ex.
One time he was really, really mad at me and through the text-free app because I had his number blocked. He texted me a picture.
Wait, check this out. So check this out. This is his ex-girl right here. Wait, is he the plumber who he got? Wait, Is he a plumber? Does he got 1,000 of in the bank, 100,000 in the bank? LOL. Does he have a roommate?
Sure of his bank account, which this is the receipt. His name right there, Aaron. I don't know what pro extra member means. I have no idea what all of this means. Supposedly this was his balance.
So you don't know what this receipt is, but he's basically saying, I got money. Folks in the comments side, they're like, that's not a bank statement. That's a contractor statement for how much they've spent at Home Depot this year.
Oh my. Oh my. Man, he can't even tell the truth. He cannot. These Dusties are all, I'm sorry, but these Dusties are all the same. They cannot tell the truth to save their life. Always want to mess with documents and stuff. Leave stuff out of documents and shit. That's funny to me. Let me roll it back here a little bit. Okay, let me roll it back.
But he's basically saying, I got money. Folks in the comments side, they're like, that's not a bank statement. That's a contractor statement for how much they've spent at Home Depot this year.
So he's basically took a contractor statement from his job and is showing it like that's his bank account and really is expecting people to believe it. That's crazy to me.
Because he works for a company, so he gets so he ain't got no bread. He just lying, bro. 21 hours ago, this man was doing this. The man played y'all. Everybody who donated, everyone who vouched for him, everyone who said this dude is a stand-up guy, bro, he asking y'all for water while he's out here making it rain. Now, does that make sense? Now, it's not your fault. You got wooed by a story, wanted to feel bad for him because you saw yourself in him or something. So not only is this dude a fraud, not only he's a felon, not only has he had protective orders filed against him, not only does he have his ex just airing him out for being a stalking piece of shit, we also got video evidence of this dude being on the show and being a straight weirdo.
So, and you saw his ex, right? So he, to me, it's got, let's face it, you could tell that he does not, I don't know if he even likes women at all, but he definitely does not like black women. That's clear because he would at least have enough restraint not to insult each and every one on that show.
And now he got to go for. How you gonna be saying I could pull out 100K, but you asking for a GoFundMe? And you know what it was for? For his humanitarian work, bro. Y'all probably getting scammed by this dude, and he's loving the fact that he's able to get a bit of money to recoup for his stupid fucking mistakes. He has a.
Yeah. He's scamming and jamming. Emil says, just like those fake stats, these manosphere men are always spouting out. Exactly.
Different ex airing him out. And the things that she's airing him out for, did you see?
It's not cute.
Did you see?
Yep.
So this man that claims to be very godly and studies the Bible and, practices this religion, put sugar in my gas tank, tracked my car, put a phone to record me in my car. Everybody had to walk me to my.
Whoa. Man.
Car after work to make sure that I made it. And the girls would text me, hey, did you make it? Again, it's a clinic full of girls. So that was a red flag number 2. And then one time I walked outside to the cafeteria and he calls me and he's like, how did I know you were outside? So that in my head was like, circles are already turning. I go to my car to see if he put a tracker. And then he pops up at my job like, don't break up with me. Don't do this. Like, I'll change.
Okay. Let me tell you what got him really fired. Okay. It was his behavior. It was the 500 calls didn't help him, but that on top of the restraining order and then going to this woman's job. That'll do it.
I was going to catch you doing something. And I was like, how did you know I was outside? Right. He said, I put my extra phone tracking you in your car, and I left it on record because I was expecting to record you doing something, as in cheating on me or like messing around in your car. And I was
That's
like,
creepy. That's creepy.
I was done. So he would always be like, you're so broke, like you can't afford me, like just shit like that. When he'd get mad, he'd say
He's spouting out stuff like Ernesto was saying. And we know where Ernesto is, right?
but then go and apologize and cry about it.
This dude was incredibly controlling and invasive, and she was afraid for life, so she ended up moving to get away from this guy. Now, again,
he had to move to get away from him. That's not. I mean, we're not talking about a mild issue. You know, Mr. Snoopy breaks it down like this: ladies, we need to move like men. Men don't help one another unless it's to spite women. Bars.
These are all allegations that can be substantiated per se. They definitely did see each other. There was a relationship, and they definitely broke apart. But the details can be confirmed. But what I'm saying
the details can be confirmed. What is he talking about? How do you think she sequestered a restraining order? There's a certain level of proof you have to have. Like when he went to her job, other people saw him there and saw what he was doing. There are something called witnesses, video footage, stuff like that. What is Abed and Preach talking about?
Is I'm seeing enough red flags to be like, yo, this dude probably ain't worth shit, and you probably want to stay away from him.
Okay, at least he said that much. Thank you.
Deserve to lose his job? No. I don't advocate for people to go in and do that stuff.
We don't even know if it's the reason why he lost his job was because of that show.
Right. I mean, I'm sorry, but there's other reasons. We don't know. Don't get me wrong. It might have helped. It might have put him on the radar, but no.
Because of the ex. I'm not trusting anything this man says.
Facts.
Nothing. So if he claimed that he lost his job because y'all were calling, maybe none of y'all called, and he just lost his job because XYZ. Right. Okay. I'm not trusting anything this man says.
I think it's just a sympathy pull. But I mean, the update didn't surprise me. I think all the red flags I saw on the show ended up being right and more on everything we learned after. Apparently, there's even other exes who were coming out. When you have this many people airing you out, when you got a criminal history, you just can't be given that kind of leeway to be like, yo, maybe, just maybe. You know damn well none of these motherfuckers would show even half as much grace to a woman with a criminal history, with all these things, all these exes airing her out, all this stuff that she's been proven to be fraudulent about. So why are they giving so much benefit doubt? Why? Because it's a dude? They'll say stuff like, oh, these guys are simping for women. Okay. So we got women saying we're simping for men when we say stuff. And then we got these guys saying we're simping for women. Says the truth is
Schrodinger's comedian.
If you disagree with me, it must be because you're being disingenuous or you're trying to make a business decision. Or maybe I just call a spade a spade. Man or woman, if I see weirdo behavior, it just is what it is. But
yeah, that's basically it. I mean, that's it. Let's keep going now. Welcome to another segment of Dusty's. Oh, wait. We already went. Let me go forward.
Kendra. I can't see your face. So I got to see your face before I talk to you.
Let me set this up. I believe you remember a little while ago on our last Dusty's by the Dozen, right? Remember Basement Dude? Well, check this out.
All right, hold on. They was talking to pick you on. I know we need. Okay, this is better. Like, okay.
Can you see me now?
Yes. Now, what happened? Because on Facebook they were telling me to pick.
Yes, you I was trying to get in contact with you because.
Wait, we need light. So give me light. Okay, this is good light. Okay.
Me?
Yes.
All right. So I was trying to get in contact with you because my baby father was on your show. The man in the attic with 5 kids.
Uh-oh.
Who's the man in the attic with 5 kids?
Back in February, it was a man that came on here talking about he looking for love and he drive Lyft and he makes $60,000
a year. How much? Did I make him a highlight?
$60,000 a year.
Did I make him
exactly? Attic dude. That's it. Not basement, but attic dude. Sorry, my bad. Yeah.
Highlight. night. Did I make him a separate video? I did. And it was back in February of this year.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta find the video. So he has 5 kids, and did he tell me he lived in the attic? Oh, did he call me from the attic?
Yes. Him.
Okay. Love.
Hey Kendrick, what's up? How you doing? Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too, baby. I want to make sure.
Oh my God, he's back, y'all. Look, I mean, he's not back, but what I'm saying is that he's here. So this ladies, come on, let's.
Your
Here we
light
go.
is good. It could be my light. Let me see.
What's
Oh yeah,
going-
I can work with this. What's your name, love?
My name is Gerald, Gerald.
Gerald.
Yes, Gerald.
Gerald, where you calling me from, babe?
I'm calling you from Oxon Hill, Maryland.
Maryland. Any children?
I do have children.
How many kids?
Three boys and 2 girls.
You have 5 kids.
5 kids. Yes, I do.
What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers, I can't do girls with little babies and baby father drama. That is definitely a deal breaker.
Now you got 4 baby mamas. You got any baby mama drama?
I don't have no baby mom drama.
What is it today? What is it today? It just seems like everybody cannot tell the truth today. Whether it's Balloon Dude, the guy from court, Attic Dude, it just keeps going. I don't know what it is. Why can't people tell the truth?
To be honest, not at all. I actually take care of my kids. I'm a good dad.
Let's spend here some time here, because I know life happens. Life has happened to me throughout life, and I speak about that. It wasn't always the life that I'm living right now. This has been a journey to get to this point, but this is going to be a conversation about you staying in someone's attic. So, what is the plan? Is the plan for you to eventually get your own place?
Yeah. I just moved back here recently, but I do plan on eventually getting another spot. Right now, I'm just working on it. Right now, I have a lot of debt and bills.
Yeah, Mr. Stu, because the truth will leave them lonely. Jackie Gay says, wow. Yeah, this is what y'all up against. Here we go.
So I'm trying to get out of the way, take care of my priorities, and just do the right thing for the most part.
Living in your attic?
No, hell no. He living in his mother attic.
Okay.
Everybody who is in the chat when we first saw this on the last Dusty's by the Dozen, okay? And we knew he was at his mama's house, but nobody, we didn't know for real. Now we know. Mrs. Dewey, I knew it. I knew it's always in the Muslim. Look, there you go. There you go.
And the 5 kids are by you?
No, he only has 2 by me that he don't take care of. He told y'all that he don't have baby mama drama. This man had flat my tires, ran his car into the side of my car, and he got nerve. This man is psycho.
I'm gonna play that one more time because a lot of people say, "Oh yeah, DJ Torch be bashing black men." The truth bashes black men. That's the problem. That's the problem. The truth does. Let me play what she said again.
Car into the side of my car, and he got nerve.
Okay. So
He don't take care of. He told y'all that
he said he takes care of kids and he don't
have baby mama drama. This man had flat my tires, ran his car into the side of my car, and he got nerve. This man is psycho.
So he was on my show in February. So after that show, what happened?
His girlfriend.
Love Me More Designs. Welcome.
He was supposed to be dating. She had hit me up yesterday. That's how I found out about the video.
Well, wait a minute. So he has a girlfriend?
I guess they met through your app or something like that.
Oh no. That poor woman. That poor woman. Why seeking knowledge? Welcome. Oh my. That is not a good thing.
Okay. So he met a girl he came on my show when he met a woman.
Yeah.
And why did she?
And she was trying to give you an update as well.
See, that's what that I was trying to tell you. I was trying to tell you, Kendra, you got some problems to solve. I mean, there is no reason for us not to believe one of his exes of 5 baby mothers. Number one, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, he has 5 baby mothers. You see the result. You see he was a psycho, just like the balloon guy was, just like the other guy was. I mean, here we go.
What's her update?
Her update was he crazy and psycho. He got mad with her because she didn't want to have sex with him.
I can't. I don't know what to say, folks. I don't know what to say. I mean, this is a perfect learning experience we're having here. Ladies, I'm telling you, you got to listen to what these young ladies are telling you. I mean, and Kendra, I mean, you can't let these. No, hey, look, that's your show. Let me shut up. Let me just play the tape. Let me just play the tape. Here we go. I'm gonna go on visual mute, and here we go.
Child. So I gotta remember, you said it was back in February.
Back in February, it was a man in the attic calling you from the attic, talking about he looking for love.
Okay, let me see if
he got child support.
And you said I made him a highlight.
Yes, you made him a highlight.
All right, cousin.
Gerald Richardson, he got braids.
What's his name? Gerald, he got braids. What show did he call me on?
What show?
Yes, was it on
Facebook? It was Facebook.
It was Facebook. Okay. Let's see if I could find him. It was Facebook. So he called me on Facebook. And he has braids?
Yes, he had braids. Gerald Richardson.
Okay, this is a perfect example. Ladies, don't be having babies, especially by psychos. I mean, but don't do the best you can to protect yourself, because you saw how crazy this dude turned out to be. There's nothing you can do with that. And you're stuck with 2 of his kids. So now he has a reason to continue to harass you for at least 18 years.
And if y'all want to know the full backstory, y'all could go on Merlin Case search right now and type in Gerald Richards. Yes, him. Yes, him.
This your baby daddy?
Yes, that's my baby daddy. That's my baby daddy.
Okay, so this is your baby daddy. So wait a minute though. He said he was single, so he is single. What did he do wrong?
And he did. The girl he was with threw him out. The one that had 4 fingers. She only had 4 fingers.
What girl
and
had
he
4
was taking the
fingers? What's going on? Who had 4 fingers?
His ex-girlfriend had 4 fingers.
Did he tell
and
me
they
that?
tried to give me, huh?
Did he tell me he had 4 fingers?
No, his girlfriend had 4 fingers. The one that kicked him out, that's why he's back in the attic with his mother.
So whose attic is this?
This is interesting. We have Coach Force in here. It looks like he's a man's advocate. What does a woman add to any man's life? Answer, nothing. Ha 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 ha. And then Coach Force says again, there's 5 benefits of having a woman around. They're literally like one. Well, okay. It sounds like to me, Coach Force, that maybe, I don't know, you should stick with men, I guess. I mean, you don't find women to be a benefit. So yeah, I mean, do you? That's up to you. Do your thing. Do your thing. All other cultures of I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. That's if you find love somewhere else, that's good. Welcome to the house. A lady in the house. Good seeing you. A lady says, and it's a 50% chance her kids are going to be psycho too. Bars. Absolutely. Absolutely. Here we go.
That's his mother attic. And he been living with his mother since I met him.
Okay,
I was 17 when I met him.
I gotta jump in because what's your name?
My name is Ikea.
Okay, so Ikea. So here's the thing.
This movie, the benefit I have, Coach Force, is putting you in timeout because you want to be a bad dusty boy.
Lives in an attic, which we knew. He said he's a father. He got 5 kids.
Yeah,
he said he
2
was
of them is
single.
mine.
So what are you putting him on blast for? Like, what did he do?
That just aggravated me because he said he take care of his kids. Honey, no, he don't. If he take care of his kids, he wouldn't be on child support for all 4 of them.
Oh my God. Oh man, you heard it straight from the woman's mouth. I mean, not only is he on child support for her 2 kids, but somebody else's kids, the other 2 women's kids. Why Seeking Knowledge breaks it down like this: women are the source of life, bars. We are the producers of life, bars. We add completion to the one's existence, bars. That's why men get so appalled when we don't give up a number. They lash out. Bars, bars, bars. I'm telling you. I guess the whole why is he gonna? I guess it's the whole 1 point for lotion, 0 women 0. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go.
But is it child support and directly taking care of your kids for some men?
He left his kids. We're in the middle of a court battle. We got court on the February 3rd. I'm sorry, July the 3rd.
July the 3rd. That's just in a week or so.
Hell, baby mama's calling me now. So are you? This is her child's father that called me, and I mean, in full transparency.
And it's a shame she has to put up with that. She's very pretty. She's a very attractive Black woman. So, you know, it just goes to show you that basically, ladies, be more vigilant. If he's dusty, he's dusty. Don't go for that bus driver shit. Okay. I mean, really, quite honestly, if you know the men get mad at me for not really holding women accountable, I will say this for her, girl, you had no reason being around that dude. You had no reason to let that dude put 2 babies in you. There's just no reason. If he's slamming his car into the side of your car, I'm telling you. Love Me More Design says bars on bars. That's the whole track. I love that. That's clean right there. Here we go.
He said he had 5 kids. He said he lives in an attic. So he didn't lie. Like the information, I guess.
He said he take care of his kids and he had $60,000. Therefore, he lied. He don't make no $60,000 a year.
So you want the world to know he doesn't take care of his kids.
I want the world to know, be careful of him. Because all he's just looking for is a female that he could move in with and leash off of.
Didn't I tell you in the last episode of this? I told you that he was looking for a place to go. That's what he was looking for. I mean, we are talking maximum dust, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
You didn't call you, but baby, let me say this to you. You didn't have to tell us that to figure that out. He caught us from the attic.
And he's a little slow, so be careful. That's all I came on here to say. Be careful, y'all.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. Listen, I'm gonna say this to you.
I'm gonna get off, y'all. Bye.
Hold on, real quick.
Let me pause right here. Kendra will bring it to the table. Yes, she will. She got to keep letting these dusties. She has to warn. She has to start before a long time ago. She used to warn women like, I would stay away from this dude. She would say that in her shows. She's going to have to start going back to that because these dusties are by the dozen. They are truly by the dozen. Love Me More Design says he could be a dusty with a high value job and a tailor-made suit. He's still dusty. Bars. Yep. Why Seeking Knowledge? They have been ripping him to pieces all over these YouTube streets because he discredited he discredited MTG or whatever his name is.
Get this. You about to get this. Now, I'm not saying you sound like a bitter baby mom. I'm just gonna be honest.
A bitter baby mom.
You call me to tell us what we already knew. We know he's in the attic.
Hey, look. If a woman wants to be a bitter baby mama, one of the good things that women do when they warn others of danger. So be it.
We know he got kids. Like, I can tell you, like, I can see if he tried to hide that information.
No, Kendra, that's not the problem with him having 5 kids, is he has 5 kids, which he shouldn't, with 4 women, and he doesn't take care of the kids. That's the problem. That's the problem, Kendra, is the fact of the matter is that he does not take care of them. He is crazy. He will run a car into what, wait, let me just let it play. Maybe we'll see here.
And you didn't share that. But the key thing, any woman that dates him knows he got 5 kids and lives in an attic. So she should assume she probably want to move in with her.
No, but remember, Kendra, like I said again, I guess Kendra is trying to defend him, sort of, pseudo. But the problem is that basically he has 5 kids. He's on your show. Then you're on there giving him love and convincing women to give in a way convincing women to give him a chance. And they give him a chance. He puts a baby in them or rams his car into them. I understand you don't want to be blunt like you were back in the day when the show was beginning on YouTube, but you might have to bring some of that back because now you're running these Dusties into good women. You're convincing because remember when a man is on your show, whether you think so or not, or maybe you should put a disclaimer that is on your show all the time, but you're really in a way endorsing them. You are literally endorsing these Dusties. You may not be trying to, and I don't think you are, but you literally are because women listen to you. They respect you and they respect everything you say. So when you let these Dusties slide even the littlest bit, they cause havoc. And he met that woman from your show. He met a woman from your show. And he dogged her out. Kendra, come on now. You got to look. You got to take some responsibility for that. You can't just keep saying, "Well, it's not on me to, worry about whether your decisions." You're endorsing people. People are watching your show. They're on your app. Let me calm down here. Here we go.
To me, we already knew the most important thing about her.
Me? Don't put my kids in it.
You
for him.
Put your kids in it.
No, he put my kids in it. He said he take care of my kids. No, he don't.
Girl, but we didn't know you. He didn't name the kids.
No, he don't.
He didn't, baby. He just said 5 kids. He didn't say your name. We don't know.
No, he said he don't have no baby mama drama, but he running around here crashing in the side of my car. What part of baby mama drama don't you have?
Don't.
Cause you
Yeah, I mean, and she brought up a good point. What part of baby mama drama don't you get when a dude is driving his car into yours? That's really bandit drama, but let's keep it going.
We can't see your face. You called me. You were ready to say it all.
Sorry.
When did he bust your car? After the interview?
He drove in the side of my car. He drove on. I had a big dent on the side of my car because he got mad because I was dating somebody else. How you gonna drive on the side of my car?
When did that happen?
This happened, 4 months ago?
4 months ago. Man.
So after he came on my show, he ran into your car?
Yes.
And why did he run into, well, y'all still, let me ask you this.
She has every right to go on this show and say all this, but in my opinion, because she's warning women to watch out for this dude. And that's the best thing women can do for each other. Don't let them act natural under pressure in the house. I mean, what more? I mean, think about it. What, you want women to keep this quiet? You want them to have a no snitch rule? Shoot. No way. No way. Why is Kendra trying to defend this dude? I don't get it. I know she doesn't think she's defending him, but she is.
Call me up. Were you guys messing around? Child, let me say this.
No, there's nothing to say. Okay, well, Kendra, let me let you get your. Okay, let's go. Let's go.
I'm not even saying. Here's the deal. Anybody that reaches out to this man know he lives in the attic and know he got 5 kids because he told.
But he said no, Kendra. You see the thing. That's why I think she's. That's the feeling why I get she's defending him because she doesn't say that he's a loon. She doesn't say that he doesn't take care of the kids. That's a big difference.
Me that when he was talking to me, okay? So being with that being said, anybody that reach out to him already, no, that's I can see if he called and lied about his living situation and didn't have kids. Now that's T. Well, you added yourself to the baby mama. You said you got 2 kids. So out of the 3 baby mamas, use it in. I don't understand. I promise you, I'm trying to understand her.
No, Kendra, look, I explained before. You're like it's like you're a star to a lot of women, and they listen to everything you say. And if you seem to sign off on somebody, you have to understand that they're going to go in blind a lot of times because they believe in you. Just like any kind of person who sells cars or endorses, any type of product. That the reason why they call it endorsement is because you're signing off on a product or person or service that so people don't have to worry about they should, but they're not. But they don't have to worry about doing their own due diligence. And that's why I'm saying is that, Kendra, you're going to have to bring back that time when you were saying, look, I don't know about him. You'd never say before, you don't ever say that anymore. You just let these dusties come on here with their dust. Yeah, some of us know. Some of us know that these guys are dusty. Mr. Snoopy, that black male worshipping is kicking in. And yeah, I mean, the thing is that when you let them slide, even the littlest bit, women are going to lower their guard. And then they run into dudes that run into them, literally, with cars. I'll be careful. Either that or you need to find a better pool of men, or both, really.
Point of view from the stance of my show, because my show is a single show, right?
It's a single show, but the problem is you can't. I mean, remember, let me shut up, y'all. I hope you understand what I'm saying here. It's like sometimes it's not what you say; it's what you don't say. Like when you don't say, "Wow, this guy's he needs to get his life together." That's what you should have been telling the guy who was in his basement. You should have held him down to, okay, whose basement are you in? I mean, not basement, but attic. Whose attic are you in? I remember saying during the during my other live stream of Dusty's, where part 1 where he was in here, that I said I got a feeling he's living in his mom's attic. I had a feeling. And he was. And he is. And so this is bad. This is bad. This is a bad look. This is a bad look. It's a bad look for everybody there. No. And don't get on that young lady for warning other women on your show that he's a dusty, because he will pop around on the other women too. She did everybody a huge favor. That's why I never will believe in that angry baby mama BS. That's a woman trying to protect another woman, in my opinion, regardless whether she was just trying to be vindictive or not. It didn't make the dent go away in her car. He still was a loon, and he still dented her upper car because he was mad because she was dating somebody else. So it's like she moved on. Dude doesn't want her to move on. Yeah, you're right, Wise. He may come jump on her. Yep, I wouldn't be surprised. She's having second thoughts. Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
What are you eating?
Okay. The reason why I'm playing this is because she says the manosphere loves her. Let's see what's going on. Here we go.
Girl, I saw you take a bite.
I got bacon and egg and toast with like ketchup.
Bacon, egg, and toast. That is funny. Girl,
And
you
ketchup.
hungry? You want me to give you a second?
No, you're fine. Hi, I apologize. I'm Aisha. I'm from San Antonio.
Okay, we're gonna pause it right there. Let me go forward. Another one.
I like your hair.
Okay.
All right, so we're back with another video for you.
Okay. I want to go.
Sisson.
Now here's okay. This is I got to play this.
Good job. Shout out to Notification Game for hitting that like button. And if you didn't even start yet, y'all are the ones in it.
Okay, you can already tell this guy's kind of like on the dust side right here. You know, but let's
appreciate you anyway.
See, okay, I just wanted to show him for a second. I can't really go through his video, you know, but basically the thing is this: there's a whole community.
Valentina Gomez.
Okay. There's a whole. Let me go ahead and put this up here. What do I want to do? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think, you know, I've thrown out enough, you know, dust for the day, and I just wanted to, you know, show you what's going on out there. I mean, see, this one might be fun. Let's see. She went to ex dated a man who liked men. Okay, no.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah, yeah, but hey Dante, what's up? What's up? Dusty's in the attic. Yep, you got it, Dante. I don't know what it is, and let me put this Dusty on the screen right here. Let me get off the screen. Here we go. Let's see how do you do this. Okay. I mean, why not play back gang gang? Yep. I mean, think about it. We have been playing Dusties all day, and we have to have a resident Dusty right here, Ernesto. And you know, I have to, you can't, really quite honestly, I'm going to hold a woman accountable. Yes, folks, I'm going to do it right now. And that woman to hold accountable are women like Sonia. Sonia loves Dusties. In fact, Dusties have been in her life for probably all her life, and she's around my age. So instead of finding herself, Sonia is still a decent looking woman, right? By the way, this is phone calls from prison. And the thing is that if you chase after Dusties, you might get put in the dirt. I hate to say it, but it might happen. And your goal is to avoid Dusties with all your might. Okay? You must do that. Let's see what Sonia is saying right here, real quick.
All right.
Yeah.
More.
I got to put some money on your phone too. It's short light people. Sorry. I got issues. And then allow now the light is reading.
Okay, all right. So
If you don't know about Ernesto is a Dusty as well. You know, he's got the rap sheet, and of course he has an excuse for every rap sheet. I mean, for every charge. For some reason, he has a reason for it, an excuse, and the man is getting down on him, as he would say. Those are Dusty phrases that you should watch out. You should definitely watch out for those phrases. Let's see what he's got to say. Here we go.
I need to call you back tomorrow then.
No, you can call me back today. I'll be in the house. She was like a bitch.
Oh, okay.
You call me back today. You can talk to me today.
Okay.
Oh, good.
What time today?
Anytime. Anytime.
No, I need to know.
Okay, so let's say it's 3:00. Anytime after
I would like to know. Maybe I missed it and they had this conversation before, but I really would like to understand Sonia on why. And I think Sonia is a very important person because she is attracted to Dusties, and I would like to know why. Why are you so attracted to Dusties to the point where you know this man is bad? You know he's bad. You know he is, and you still consort with him. Love me. The more the design says his voice makes me sick to my stomach. Me too. Man. Tevin. Tevin says Sonia's attracted to Dusties because she's a Dusty. It may be true. It might be true. Maybe, or she thinks she's Dusty because, there are some women who are attracted to Dusties, but they're not Dusty. But let's see.
5:00, I should be in the house for good. I shouldn't be outside doing this, no running around.
So basically what you're saying is whatever you had going on the other day, it didn't turn out too well. That's what it sounded like to me.
Huh? What happened? You said about
What
the
you
other
had
day?
going on the other night, it didn't turn out too well. That's what.
Oh, it did. No, here's the thing. People, because it's been 6-7 months of pure hate, you can't really change the narrative on a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Because they just kept going with the same, bullshit. So people are thinking one way. Because
Hey, and I'm not going to, come on, Sonia. This guy has like 14 charges. Which one of them are not? Come on. There's a point where you have to say to yourself, okay, this guy's not going to, you could cut his charges down in half, and the type of charges they're not good. Why seek knowledge? Sonia likes notoriety and attention. Being attached to his hopeful thoughts, it's definitely psychological. Well said. Well said. Why seek knowledge? JG Music says she's a fool. I can't argue that. Love Me More Designs. It might be childhood trauma she doesn't realize she is dealing with. Bars. So she allows dusty men in her life. Exactly. Exactly. There it is.
it's been such a long brainwashing, let's say, situation, right? And these bloggers, they don't tell the truth. They just lie and finesse a story to make it seem interesting, which I found out, because I didn't think they did until this shit happened. So I guess you got everybody believing them as if they're the truth when you listen to the phone calls and it's not an interesting story, but the way they put the spin on everything and try to make it.
Wait a minute. They're lying, but you're saying that he's innocent, but he has, charges up the wazoo. Come on.
This, that, and the other with no conscience of how it affects people and their lives. It's just entertainment, I would say, right? So even though when you sign up for reality TV, it's
My theory is this, and I was telling this to one of the friends the other day, is that I believe Ernesto actually got on these shows and allowed. There's nothing you can do. If they want to play it, they can play it. He made these videos. Let's just say he tried to get help to get him out of prison from these videos. They're trying to act like they're the victims, but they're not. They were trying to get somebody, either whether it be some resources of some sort, whether it be money, whether it be money to get a lawyer or a lawyer to represent them and get them out of prison. He didn't think it would backfire. Now, now what he did do is get a famous lawyer hired for the prosecution. So now he's in trouble. Now he's in big trouble. So he's toast. He's toast. Yep. Love Me More Designs. Ernesto's charges are just deplorable. Yep. Charges are deplorable, and Sonya need to tap out and walk away. Exactly. She does.
Bullshit, half real. You know, this is actually real.
I mean, the thing is that when Sonya doing this, what she's telling everyone is she has no life. I mean, don't get me wrong, she has a life. But when it comes to love and relationships, she has no life because this guy is not coming out. She knows he's not coming out. He has nothing to offer her because he cannot offer anyone anything except for pain. Why seeking knowledge? You are really being nice with this picture, DJ. He is looking like a whole Sasquatch right now. Yeah, he sure is. He got a big old beard and everything going. But I wanted to, to promote the phone calls from prison too, But anyway, yeah, that's basically
Situation, because this is, a real cause. It ain't scripted. It's not, cut and go back and say this again. You know what I'm saying? It's none of that. It's actually real TV, but because it's TV at this point. But it's only a few that need to really see what I'm saying, and only a few will, and that's all that matters. It's not the idiots that have no type of idea and can't think outside the control box, because a lot of people that aren't individual thinkers, and but they just sit back and believe. They don't think for themselves. They just sit back and believe. So whatever the person with the mic is saying, they just sit back and believe it to be the truth. And that's what television was about. It was to control
That's crazy.
people, to make people not individually think. School was to prep you not to think individually, and just absorb and believe what you're being told. And that's what I would say 80% of the audiences are. They don't think individually. They can take it how they want to take it because they're going to play the call, and these guys are going to say, "You see how they talk about us?" But no, bitch, you started it. You spoke first, and I'm going to respond. So don't even try to make it about, like somebody's coming for you. Then they tried to make one silly nanny tried to make the comment to say that I was victim shaming because I said their cases were civil and not criminal. How do you say that's victim shaming? You know what I'm saying? No one called them anything like, "Oh, you were dumb," or "You were this." No one said anything to that effect. So to sit there and try to throw that little.
Okay, let me pause right there for a second because I got to show you what's going on. This is Ernesto. This is his rap sheet. This is his rap sheet. This is his rap sheet. Look at it. Let's see if I can find the Sasquatch look. No, I can't find it. Yeah, look at this. This is what you're seeing on the screen is exactly what Sonya is defending. This guy is a freaking, I mean, these are the fraud charges, but there are some others, there's some really bad things too. Let me see if I can go forward. Forgery, identity fraud, bigamy. So they got him for bigamy because he was married already. Theft by taking. I mean, this dude is a straight up crim. I mean, this is about as dusty as it gets. We have a lot of dust going on. We have Dusties, ramming their cars into other women's cars and stuff. Look at this. Look at all this dust. Look at all this dust. I mean, folks, that's a lot of charges right there. I mean, that's a lot of dust right there. That's a lot of dust. That's a lot of dust. That is a lot of dust. It's a lot of dust. I mean, he's got a rap sheet, and Sonya thinks he's the best thing that ever came out.
Out there with a real reach, on top of everything else. It is the same. It is civil. And y'all can sit there and try to make it seem like, no, that's a crime. No, the fuck, it's not a crime. It's not saying it's right either. If if you want to believe and you don't respond,
Why Seeking Knowledge breaks it down like this. She is hooked on giving him hope, fighting for him. She needs to go work for Black Lives Matter or a women's shelter or be a secretary at an attorney's office. Her time could be better spent. Bars, but I don't think any of those, all those places you mentioned, why Seeking Knowledge are too. Those are that's too noble for her. She doesn't want it. She wants to help the lowdowns and the no downs. Those places are that idea that you just stated is too. It makes too much sense to her. That it's too logical. She should be doing stuff like that if she really wants to fight for people. But no, she wants to fight for somebody who's actually guilty.
if you want to believe what this one person, this one-sided statement is saying, because it's one-sided, it's not the whole story. It's just
Now remember, now I show you a rap sheet, right? Just remember think about the rap sheet I just showed you, and then listen to what she's saying, and you might find some humor in it.
And people tell me how they act like women don't go to the police and lie and exaggerate. And they do, especially when they're upset. And that one person was definitely upset because she went on Shirley's stage talking about, you need to calm it. I need to tell you about your husband. What is that? Especially when you knew off the rip he was somebody's husband, and you continue to go forward and did what you did. Now you want to tell on him. So you can't tell me that person was in their feelings when they did all of this stuff. And now you want to act like, oh, I'm a victim. You can't be a victim. You went in a situation with your eyes open, and whatever you was hoping for got caught up in. Now you're a victim. No, you're not a victim. You might be mad, and you might want your money back.
I can't listen anymore to that. She just, I mean, but there's Ernestos and Sonias all over the place. It's something else. Anyway, this is who she's championing for right here. Financial fraud. Now, you might say, well, he just, scammed other people. Blah. No, he scammed Black women. All of this scamming he did on Black women. Some of them got caught charges because of him. Identity fraud. Look at this. Forgery, aggravated fraud, felony. Wow. Knowingly file a false document against a person. Oh shit. Excuse my language. Sorry. Wow. Filing false documents. Oh my God. There's poor Shirley. Poor Shirley. She dodged a bullet though. Because that bigamy, he can't come asking for money, and he would. New Diamond in the house. New Diamond, we got the dust rolling up around here tonight. Los Angeles has either Becky's Divested Freaks or 7-Eleven dust buckets. I can open my own damn door. You don't get no 75 cents from me, this queen. Bye. Go find Becky. Yeah, poor Shirley. Man. Anyway, folks, I think it's time for me to kick the beat. Let me see if I can bring it up. Okay. Put it on screen. Put me on screen. Where am I at? Okay. So anyway, everybody, I love the fact that you were here tonight. If you missed any of this show, you know it's on replay. Let me kick the beat. Here we go. All right, everybody. Special shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to White Seeking Knowledge. Love me more divine.
It's not hard to fool me.
Two diamonds.
'Cause I'm addicted to the good life.
Natural under pressure.
Lead the way. I follow.
Jackie Kane.
No need to say where we are heading now, babe.
The lifestyle guy.
I follow to the edge of it all.
Jay, G Music.
To the edge of it all.
Dante Adams.
So tell your good lies. 'Cause I'll find no better one.
Mistress Newbie.
Susceptible life. Before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies. 'Cause I'll find no better one.
Code Force. And of course, a lady. Henry R. M. Mills.
Not a problem. Cause I know what I'm getting into.
Marilyn Day Jesus.
Yeah. And nothing can stop me.
Viscous Scaffold.
Cause I'm addicted to what you and I
You love.
realize. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe.
See you everybody on the next show.
To the edge
Appreciate
of
you
it
coming
all.
through. Remember, we got this on replay.
So tell your
Don't put the like on your way out.
Cause I'll find a better one. Yeah. Susceptible life. Before the moment flies.
Down, break it down, break it down, break it down, break it down.
So tell your good lies. Cause I'll find a better one.
All right, everybody. Catch you on the next one.
Susceptible